Alright, so I measured the top of the armor. It was 6 inches, and then the armor has a slight bit of armor right here. So I made it an extra inch for that. So it's 2 of them, we need 2, 7, 14. Needs to be 3 inches wide, so I made it 3 inch on both. Now I'm just going to cut them out real quick. All we need is 2, so I'm going to cut these out. Once I cut these out, then I'm going to cut just little tabs on the inside so I can glue them down. So all you need is 2 times, not really pressing down real hard. And you snap them right on. Try to make this as straight as possible. Might be a little bit crooked, but you'll never notice. Let's go ahead and break these off. So we're going to measure 1 inch on the very top. Actually, what was that? We'll just put it on here. This much overlap. We just draw a line. Do the same thing with the other side. And we can just come in here very lightly, just bend it over. So we just make a curve in to go with the flow of the armor. So it's going to discolor it just a little bit, but it won't distract too much when you bend it like that. You're just going to have a little small bit of a line. And when you do it, you want to make sure it curves with the armor.
Heat it up.
You can heat it up, but it takes too much time. So what you could do later, just sand it very lightly and then polish it out and you'll get rid of the lines. So that's basically all you want to do. Just have it curve with the armor. Curve that slight bit. But we're actually going to glue this to the back part of the armor. So as long as it curves with that armor, that's all that really matters. We'll do the same thing with the other side. Just go slow. Okay, so now you got both ends curved. Now we're going to want a piece that actually goes in the inside. So now we're going to cut it in half. So this won't be seen, so it doesn't matter if you cut it straight or not, just as long as it's somewhere in the ballpark. If you're going to glue one side on the armor and one side in this piece, and then we'll be curving in the inside top. So So I'm off just a little bit. I'm going to come in just a little bit to the inside. Make me cut. So now I got one for the other side. Curve in the top just a little bit. This one I can curve in more, faster, because you will not see that part. So now you want it to get in there, fit in there nice, just like that. So top and bottom, flush with the bottom. I'm just going to trim a little bit off the top and a little bit off the bottom so that it does not poke out. It's easier to trim this way than it is to trim it with the armor on. So now we have a little bit of gap, so that way you don't see any of the inside shim. So that's that side. Same thing for the other side. Looks good. Trim off just a little bit. So these two are ready. So now we're going to glue it. I have to hold it down and glue it just like this. This glue will run. So if you put it like this, it will run down. So the best way to do it is to keep that whatever piece you're gluing flat. And don't glue this part and put it down, because it's going to just drip everywhere. So we're going to glue it here, and I'm going to stick it on. This is Zap-A-Gap, so all I got to do is just hold it for a few seconds, and then it'll be fine. Just got a hole in it. Yep. So I'm putting the glue down. Come over here, put it down. And I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds. Usually it takes about 5 seconds for it to set. Go ahead and let go. Now we'll do the same thing to the other side. Wish you had the... Here, hold this side so we can glue in the other one. Right here. There we go. So I'm just cleaning it up to make sure there's a flat surface. Do the same thing. Hold it down. Okay. Alright, so now we're using clamps because we don't have any zip kicker. So it's taking a little bit longer to dry. So I'm going to line it up. Clamp down the ends. Clamp down the middle. Butt it up against there. Alright, so now we wait a few seconds, let it dry, and then we're going to do the exact opposite on the other side. Got it help? Show me the other. so it doesn't run down. This isn't enough. We need more. Give me the end. I got one. Just don't worry about that. Shit. That's why you got to keep it up. It's going to run, you know. Okay, so now we got these glued in, the side pieces. Now we need to connect the left side together. So these two pieces right here need to connect to here, and we're going to make the clamshell. And these are going to be glued in later, and we're going to put a snap in for this one. It'll snap into that snap. And then this side will have a snap, and then we'll glue in nylon, and then it'll snap in right here on the right side, just the top part. But first, we're going to make the lines. So basically, we're going to go from, actually, first. We're basically going to go from right here to right here. We're going to make 3 lines, 3 dots. So we want to try to get it, all of them even. So let's say a dot here, and a dot here. We want to try to get them as even as we can in between these 2 lines. So they need to be 10 millimeters up from the edge. So pretty much right where they're at. So the dot to here is 10. The dot to there is 10. Might need to come down just a little bit. The dot to there is 10. This one needs to go down just a little bit. So there. 10, 10, 10. Evenly spaced between these 2 lines. So once I have those where I want them, I can come here and do the exact same thing. But here, I can just follow the line, follow it, and just follow it down. So now, I did the 3 dots in that one, I did the 3 dots in this one. So now all I need to do is see if they're 10. So you come from the edge, needs to go up just a little bit. That one needs to come up too. And that one. So all 3 of them need to come up just a little bit. About right here. So I'll erase those so I don't make a hole. So I'll come here, check again real quick. That's 10. That's 10. That's 10. And I come with my burner. Yeah. I just make my holes like before. So I don't want to get them right when they're hot. Just let them cool off just a little bit. So when I take off that plastic, it comes right off real clean. Same thing with the inside. So that's ready. This one. Same thing. Clean the inside out, outside, clean up the hole just a little bit. I don't want to make these too big because I want the split rivets to fit in snugly so that when I am hammering them in, they don't go move around. Same thing. Okay, that one's just a little big, so it's fall out. Careful. I get the nylon. I need 3 pieces of nylon. Doesn't have to be really long because all it's doing is connecting from one end to the other. Again, doesn't matter because I'm probably going to cut them too long anyways. Just make a guesstimation and cut 3 of them. And the ends, instead of using a lighter, I just kind of burn the ends. Obviously the end with this tape, I take the tape off, then burn it. And now I just make 3 holes in one side, just real tiny holes. You don't want to make them too big because then the split rivet's going to move around a lot if you make them too big. So hold that up like this. Hold it up right here. So you're going to put 3 in. And you have 3 washers. 3 washers. Make sure the washers are big enough to go around the split rivet. And you can come in here and just open them up with whatever you have handy. I do have a flat tip. It actually works better, but I didn't bring the bigger one out. So all I'm doing is just splitting them open. Make it easier to hammer them. And I get the hammer and I make sure these are straight first. Tap that one in. Same thing with the other side. this side. Now if you ever need to take these out, let's say you get smaller or you get bigger, you can actually use pliers and slowly pry them up, take them off. Either make this shim smaller, make new holes and put them in, or you can take the shim completely out and actually put it in the armor. So that's why today we're only doing one side with this armor, the strip, instead of both sides. Because if we did both sides, then we'd have to cut both sides down the same length. So now we're just going to stop there. We're not going to actually do the other side, because then both the armors would be together. It's a lot easier to do these separate. So I'm going to make the holes real quick for the snaps. Then we're going to come up here. We're going to figure out where the hole needs to be. So where that line is, I'm going to put them right up next to each other.